Alisa and Misha, welcome and congratulations again for winning the ISU4 Continents Championship. So that was really a high. You performed so well. Can you just talk about how that was for you? How did it feel when you were on the podium and heard the national anthem and you are the champions?
I think it's still settling in. We're still trying to process everything because we had such a quick turnaround from nationals. And whenever we came here, our goal was to be able to produce two great programs to the best of our abilities. And so for us, that was our main focus. And so we always training on how to skate, how to perform, but we don't really train on the aftermath, like the if you win or not. So for us, it's we're still trying to get used to that sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely still settling in. We could now sleep overnight with it. And I think it's an accumulation of almost all the years in skating, I think, because when I look back, it's how many people have contributed on the way to be on that podium, on top of that podium yesterday. So it's definitely not a just quick turnaround and we came and won. It's just years of work, and not just our work, but also of all the people around us. So just huge thank you who has been on my way from the beginning, and then John, like when we teamed up being with me and Misha.
How do you analyze this competition, your performances this week?
Honestly, we haven't really analyzed yet because we tried to soak the moment yesterday. If something quick, I think it showed us that we can handle pressure because we had the third place after short program, which means that okay, we really want to be on that podium, but we managed to switch the focus from the placements just to our skating, I think, which is optimal for us, or was at least optimal in this competition. And we managed to win with that mindset, so definitely taking that from here.
Yeah, I guess for me, just like personally, I'm always trying to find it's something called flow state, where it kind of like just the program comes naturally to you. They use it it's a term they used in race car driving. And so anyways, whenever I try to get to that flow state, that's where I'm at my peak. That's where I am able to perform at my best. And so coming from nationals to here, that's what I was trying to analyze I believe at nationals, I tried a little bit too hard to get to that flow state. And so here I try to relax a little bit more and just let it happen. And so that's why I felt like I was able to get into that state of mind.
Yeah, there's one more moment I just thought about right now. It has been pretty difficult for me to compete in Asia when we have been traveling from the US because of the flipped time change. And in this competition has gone the smoothest, maybe. It was not easy, definitely. So every practice to get ready for it was not easy. So I really had to prepare myself and took a lot of effort and energy up until the free skate practice. That was also pushing through. And the free skate already felt a little bit more in the flow state, as Misha is explaining. So I was very happy to reach that. And what helped with that is I'm working with a person from the USOPC that's helping me to make a jet lag plan. Mm-hmm. So how I can, couple days in advance the trip, start preparing how I shift my sleep time, wake up time, meal time. So that has definitely helped here. And I'm so happy that this competition in Asia went well.
Yeah, because I remember you were at NHK Trophy, so that was still harder, I guess. And now you have that plan. That's cool. Yeah. How do you analyze your development as a couple over the season compared to last season or the first season?
Well, that's a good question.
You have something?
I think so. For us, how we analyze is how we perform the programs. So from like last season to this season, what we've been really trying to focus on is being able to create the program as if it was a movie. And so whenever you're watching it, it's kind of like, you know, the short program or long program, however long it is, we have a theme and we have all these movements, we have all these emotions, but we're trying to tell a story. And we want to really capture the audience in, so they're not looking at it just as an athletic performance, but also the artistry of figure skating. And I believe that's what we've been really trying to go towards. And so compared from last season to this season, I believe we've been able to slowly kind of hit those steps. It's not always, you know, a straight line up. It's a bit rocky, but we believe with the, you know, with especially with yesterday, this kind of helps solidify our confidence of like we are starting to get to where we want to be as a pair team.
Yeah, I think it really works. Now, obviously, you came from a high U.S. nationals. You defended your title, but then, of course, the blow that you could not go to the Olympic team because of the citizenship. I mean, I guess you were kind of prepared for it. It was a long stretch, probably, but nevertheless, how did you deal with that kind of, still disappointment?
Honestly, there was no feeling of disappointment because it was out of our hands, and the main focus for nationals was to perform well. It was to defend the title, and we did that. That was the main goal. So it was definitely a winning moment, and overall, throughout these years, to stay so long in the sport, I try to focus on the process, and it takes time to learn what you enjoy along the way to make you like it at any point. And whenever it gets a little hard, to switch it into something, this is a point for me where I can make myself stronger. So this whole situation around, there was a lot of attention. Also, I was just curiously going through it and see, there's so much going on around. Like, am I gonna able to handle this? And we did, which is great. And I think setting that goal and reaching it helped us to get into this competition without having a big up or down of being happy or disappointed, but just following the path. This is also like a little, not even a stop along the way, but something that happened in our career, and we are still moving on. Now comes the next day, next event, and we just try to enjoy the journey of it.
Yeah, so I assume your plan is now 2030, your goal?
Definitely this situation has left a little interest, a little itch to make it. 4 years is a very long time. I really hope we can do it. So the mindset is to go for it. I think that's the only way to go. You have to know you're going. So we try to stay healthy and have that energy and capacity to go through that, to move on along this path.
You have an interesting story because, Alisa already mentioned it's a long history, and you both were in a very similar situation that your partners stopped and you were not ready to move on. You wanted to keep going in the sport. And what kind of... And then you found each other, and it turned out to be like the perfect match, right? So maybe it was even the best thing that could have happened, that your partner retires, even so it didn't look at the time that way. So what do you think your story, what kind of message does it give?
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of...
Well, the first thing that comes to mind right now is maybe sometimes you have to be patient with time, patient with the situation, even when you cannot change anything in that moment of time, just to go through it, because it moves forward, things happen, you meet people, and wherever you go, to believe that you will end up in a place where you need to be. Yeah, there's like a saying that everything happens for a reason. It sounds a little cliche, but I think you just have to believe in that. Wherever you go, maybe you don't know at all where you're gonna, which way you're gonna go in sport, in life, but just get through that. Have the patience to get through it and believe, hope.
Yeah, I really like what Alisa said. I 100% agree with that. I think another thing to honestly do is how Alisa's saying, like, you can't control the situation sometimes, but as long as you put your best effort in, that's all that matters. So as long as you show up every day and you try your best, good things will happen. You will find success one way or another, and because of that, because of the hard work that you put in, it does pay off, and hard work does pay off.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that the key factor in both of our lives and stories is that we had a very strong supportive network around us before we met. So on my side first, that I had the possibility to stay in the sport, even though it was an unknown state of unknown, not knowing where to go, and still people around me, my family and many others, just said, we are here for you, like do what you want to do. And I had that opportunity and all the resources to continue.
Yeah, nice. When you tried out, when did you feel that this would be really work?
I want to say the third day, to be honest. The reason why we always like to bring that up is because whenever we had our tryout on the third day, Alisa and I, we were talking and we're like, this doesn't really feel like a tryout anymore. It feels like we're training. And for us, for that to click so naturally, that's something that you have to really consider, and you don't want to let go of that. That's something that's very rare, to be able to click with somebody so quickly and so well, in terms of pairs, but then also outside of skating as well. So I guess it was just on the third day, to be honest.
Yeah, and yeah, as you said, it clicked not only on the ice, also off the ice. How was it when you realized, okay, there's more than just a working relationship, and how do you balance this personal and professional relationship?
For us, best way to put it is whenever we started skating together, we started forming that chemistry on the ice, and that helped us form that chemistry off the ice. We did have some conversations, and for us, our goal was that we want to be known as athletes first, because this is a sport, and so for us, we want to make sure that we show a clear distinction between athletes and a married couple. Alisa and I, we are always married. We're married for. So with that, we want to, whenever we train, when we come to the ice, we are athletes, Alisa Efimova Misha Mitrofanov. But then whenever we get off the ice, we are the married couple of Alisa and Misha. And we don't try to mix so much in terms of skating, even though it's sometimes difficult because like your whole life revolves around skating, but we don't try to bring our training or anything like that into the house. Our focus is, hey, what'd you eat today? Or, like, let's go out to the park. Let's do this. And for us, that kind of gives us a clear distinction. And it kind of makes it fun in a way, because it's almost like two people in a sense. Like, you're the athlete and then you're the married couple. And so it gives a lot of interest because you're always doing something different, and it's not, how to put it, same thing over and over and over again. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, and it's hard to explain how you just match with the person, with the personality. And Misha is just a rock for me. At first I was just shocked by the amount a person just can support you by just by being by your side. So having that in life, you start to think, oh, I think we come along so well together, and I have such a strong person by my side, and from there it just starts to go on and develop.
Your free skating, you have the love story, and even so, it's dedicated to Yekaterina Gordeeva and Sergei Krinkov. It's also like a good vehicle for you, very good vehicle. Why did you pick that, and why did you want to dedicate it to Katya and Sergei?
So originally it was our coaches, OlgaGanishova's idea, but first was the music. So we picked the music and started to build a program, right? We started working on the program. And at one point, in like a week or two in, Olga writes me a message in the morning and says, I know the story what we are skating. Like, we are skating to we're dedicating the program to Katya and Sergei, and I'm in the morning. I don't like to mix any crazy ideas and to go heading to practice where I need to achieve so many things. I'm like, oh, okay, well. And I come to the rink, and Olga had already spoken with Katya. She says, you have her blessing, and yeah, we do it. I'm like, okay. And from there, I started seeing what a great idea this is, and it has a lot of meaning of skating this program now. So we are very lucky to be able to put this idea in life. And I think it also helps that we can skate a love story of Katya and Gordeeva on the ice, and like our own love story on the ice, which also, again, matching like how life and sport come together. In the moment of big stress, you kind of just think, oh, I will just skate for Misha, for him, which kind of eases up the tension and brings that joy to the skating.
Oh.
It certainly does.
I do like to say that a lot of people have said that Alisa looks like Katya, and so whenever Olga came with that idea to us, I really liked that, because I was like, let's lean into it, because last season we kept on being told that, and it's such a great honor to be told that. For Alisa, that is such a great honor. And so we really wanted to lean into that, and I think that definitely helps us set us apart as a team, is that we have such two distinct programs, and we have such great storylines to tell of these programs.
Yeah, it's true, you look similar. Really. So, but the short program, you changed it. You had first another short program. So why did that happen?
So after Boston Worlds, the first idea was river dance. And because it's Irish, we kind of get into the theme with Boston. We had that. And Renee puts the program, and she does an amazing job with the choreography, and we do our absolute best with this program. We do our absolute best. We are trying as hard as we can. We had some judges come by, and whenever we skated the program, as soon as we finished, they all turned around and started talking to Olga and Alexei. So Alisa and I, we look at each other and we go, I don't think they really like that program. And after that, we made the decision. We had a short time right before Champs Camp, but we made a decision. We need to change this program. So Renee sent us a new piece, the Cloak and Dagger piece that we skate to right now. And as soon as we heard it, Alisa's like, yes, this is the one. We got to skate to this. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm on board. I'm sorry. It's very sharp. It's very powerful. And that's what we also are familiar with our skating, is that we like power. And for us, it came very naturally with this program. Renee came back. Within a week, we were able to put this program together, and we've been able to constantly polish it and continue to work on it.
Yeah. And when we were working on the program, already started to think about the costumes for river dance, and it just somehow didn't come together. It was all the time meeting a wall, like no idea seemed to be good. And so by the time the judges came to monitor, I think it was 2 weeks before Champs Camp, I had a feeling like, oh, this is not really it's not in the flow right now at all, and it's like something is pushing against all the time. And it was a really good timing because Renee was planning to come anyway at the end of that week to work on the programs to polish. So that turned out very well. So we were able to start making the new program, and we had a very limited time, 1 week, but we had so much fun making that program because of that limited time. We didn't limit ourselves with ice time, so we decided we come whenever we feel we want to be on the ice. So it was morning, daytime, evening, didn't matter. And also just bringing any idea on the table, any movement on it, like whatever funny, weird. We were just open to everything. We tried everything, and when something kind of looked good, we go, oh yeah, that's cool, so let's do it. So there was a lot of energy in that process, and it was lots of fun.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that the programs are so different from each other. Like the soft and romantic, and the other one, as you said, more dynamic, powerful, and sharp. So that's cool to show these different sides of your skating. Yeah, now the next big competition for you is the World Championship, and what are you going? How are you going to prepare? What's your plan? Maybe some rest.
Yeah, we have been thinking that we take maybe like 2-3 days off right now because it was so tight with nationals and that week, and then this 4 continents, taking all the travels too. So, and after that, I feel we get back to our routine of normal training, and I don't think we will do any major changes in the preparation to it, and we are planning to be in Boston to train. So.
Yeah, definitely. Rest will be nice. But after that, I like what Alisa said, is that we're going to try to treat it as any other competition. We're going to prepare for it the best way we can, how we can. So for us, it's no major changes. It's not going to be anything like, we understand the pressure of Worlds, but we also understand how we train. And so that's what we're going to focus on, is how we can consistently train how we've been training, so that we can, prepare as best as we can for Worlds.
Okay, so thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season, and see you then in Prague.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.